nga mbagamba nnyo mbu ebisinga okutuleetera okukabirirwa, what you people call stress in English, it comes from you knowing what you should do, then osalawo obutakikola n'ogamba I'm just not going to do it. So if you really want to get where you want to get to, there are some hard pills to swallow. Bagamba zibanga mpeke nga zikawa nnyo, but you have to swallow them. Bw'oba oli wakuwona oteeka ozimira. So ngenda kutandika n'esooka. One, an idea does not guarantee success. That is the first pill. Okuba n'ekirowoozo si katala nti oteekwa okuyitamu. Having an idea of how you need to succeed and how things should be done does not guarantee that you're going to be successful. It's not a given. Some things are going to turn out right, others are not going to turn out to be right. So having an idea does not mean that you're going to succeed, and it's never about the idea itself. Wabula, it's about the timing, the execution, and the marketing icons. Kiri ku budde ki wolowooleza idea eyo, kyakubiri olowoozezza ogenda gi-executing otya, ogenda gikola otya, then ekirala ogenda gisaasaanya otya, abantu okuwongera ogitegeera n'okugimanya. Ebyo bikulu. Bw'oba tonnabitegeera ne bw'obeera ne idea, but when the timing is wrong, when the execution is not well thought through, when the marketing is not as aligned as it should be, it's going to break you. For lack of a better word, make way, matter way more. The idea is just a seed. Bw'obeera n'ekirowoozo nti njagala kutandikawo factory y'ebizigo, eyo ndowooza naye ogenda biteeka wabigendagenda mu katale ki. That's another thing. The execution, ogenda bikola otya nti byanjawulo kwebyo ebizigo ebiri mu katale. So the idea needs relentless nourishment to become more formidable. Esigale nga kwegamba y'amaanyi, ekirowoozo ky'olina kirungi. Naye nagambye okubeera obubeezi n'ekirowoozo ekigenda okuyamba okupreparinga into success. It could be in business, it could be in your line of career. The idea alone is not enough. You need to check your timing. Is it the right timing? And how am I going to execute it? Mbeba zammwe abasharinze feed n'abantu abalala. So that's tweyongera okwekumira mu kumanya n'okutegeera. That's the first pill. An idea does not guarantee success in anything. It needs to be nourished. The second one, the unrelenting hustle pill. The unrelenting hustle pill. Now, tulina ekirowoozo ekigamba nti tukiyita overnight success myth. Nti ngenda kuba omuyindi. Ngenda kuba omuyindi, gwe buli lunaku ng'okeera n'ogenda n'osiba akapapula n'olyoka ogenda okukola. Mbalaba nnyo. Yesterday I was dropping my wife at one of the institutes and she got so concerned. Nagamba mukwano okimanya waliwo abasajja abakulu bakeera kuba betting. So for her, she was concerned. On my end, I'm like, there is worse than that. So tulina ky'abayita the unrelenting hustle pill. Nti okuddawo n'olowooza nti ojja kukuba muyindi okikube, it's not going to happen. Todda nawo n'okirowooza ey'endowooza ya bwewusa, ndowooza ya kipumbaavu, ndowooza ya bajega. Listen, there are long nights, early mornings, and if not late nights, ne weekends ezimu ng'abantu babeerayo nga bakuba kyeyo, nga bakola, nga balowooza. Why? One day they can be successful. Unprecedented success yeetaagisa okuteekamu amaanyi. On Sunday, I was in Arua, by the road. I didn't travel by air, by the road. But I had commitments back in Kampala. I had commitments yesterday to be live here in the morning. It's what you see today that you cannot quantify how many nights I've invested. Late nights, overnights, early mornings. Kitegeeza ki? Consistency and hard work versus talent. You could be talented. Katonda nga yakuwa oli mukugu mu kuyimba, mu kuwandiika, mu kusoma. But kigenda kwetaagisa okukola hard work. Kituyita the Red Queen effect. Ndabira no muganda wange kyakuwa Musa ali mu soolo eyo. Olumu omunoonya n'agamba waayi muganda wange nja kuddira overnights. Olumu n'agamba nakoze kiro. I have other friends abagamba nti ewaabwe bwetemberanga ku byeyabamu ne bw'oba oli ku kyeyo sometimes you're only home for one day. Olunaku lumu lw'obeera ewaka n'obeerawo n'olongoosaawo n'ofuna ku kyokulya ekiri sensible, but the rest of the days and nights osula ku shifts. Eno ngenda kusula ku night shift, eri ngenda kukolanga misana bwenvaayo, I go home I change nzire eno. If you've never hustled, you don't understand that. You can't get it until when you get to that level. So the hard pill here is the unrelenting hustle. Oteekwa okuyiriba ng'okyalina obusobozi okuyiriba. In this time you must please use it. That's something, it's hard but you're going to have it. Eyokusatu bagiyita the uncertainty, the constant uncertainty pill. Nti gwe ng'omuntu atandise okubeera nga okulaakulana either mu business or in career or in relationships or in whatever you're doing. You could even be a speaker or a life coach, whatever it is. One thing you need to know is that customer preferences are going to change. They are going to change. Listen, the people I started with on this channel, but over time they dropped off. Two things happened. One, they either got what they wanted and they ran with it and they became better people. I'm grateful for that. I don't complain. Or they got so scared that the content was so heavy for them and they cannot stay. The preferences changed. There is a feeling that Chamagiro's content akuteka ku bunkenke n'owuliranga kwegamba how either you're too late or toyina kye waakoze. Now the of those conversations matter. Nze nyinza okukiraba bwe nti atumala n'agamba nti I wish I knew this 5-10 years ago. So it requires you to frame it thereby. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying with me. So kitegeeza ki, in whatever you're doing ogenda kubeera ne competition. It's going to become stiff in whatever you do. The marketing changes every day. Sometimes mu mirimu gye tukola we become paranoid. Obeera weebase n'otandika okulogootana. It's not that you are paranoid, no. It is what we call the consistent uncertainty pill. Into waliwo ebigwa tebiraze buli kaseera obeera osuubira kino ate ekirala ne kijja n'osuubira kino ekirala. The uncertainties that are going to happen, you need to get ready for that. You can be looked at as a paranoid person. The other thing I'm going to share with you is called the lone wolf pill. Gwe ng'omuntu ogenda kubeera wekka. Okola business n'okuyitamu obulamu, it's lonely. Success and entrepreneurship, you become a lonely wolf. The weight of making all decisions is not easy. I've been there. The pressure to succeed every day ng'olaba olinga atatambula. This falls squarely on your shoulders every day. Buli wozukukola banga abantu bolina tebakitegeera, abantu bogezeko okukiraga tebakiraba, or they're just adamantly stubborn. That happens. But what leads to outsized outcomes? Yonna gy'osinzira okundaba n'okumpuliriza. You spend your life in a bubble where other people can't. You know, I never knew why our bosses were very pissed when you come back late until when you start your own business. You realize that you're lonely. Bogezako kugamba idea bagamba, no, that won't happen, that won't work, it's a kola. Nenga, you can see it in your mind and you've marked it out that this can work, this can happen. Kino kigenda kunkolera. What does that mean? Nti gwe ng'omuntu oteeka okutandika okukkiriza okubeera wekka. Oteeka okutandika okukkiriza nti for this idea I'm going to run it alone for now. And I've always cautioned you that never share an idea until when you're 70% into research and double checking and rethinking it. Then otandika okwogera n'abantu bagambe bannange there is this idea. Even when they tell you the 30%, it's too late for them. You've moved 70% already, so are you going to turn back? No, you're not. Ogenda sigala ng'olumba. So being a lone wolf, it's a pill, very bitter, but you need to take it. Ogenda kuyimirira wekka mu bintu ebisinga. I have seen that, I've done that. Where I have to stand alone as me and I say, this is going to be me alone. Nkwebaza gwa sharing the feeding n'abantu abalala, because we're trying to change the thinking of our people in one or the other. Njagala wejjukiza ekirala kyebayita the continuing learning period. Tokowa kuyiga. Never stop to learn. Never stop to learn. I had a meeting with one of the religious people over the weekend on Friday, and when we were talking, he was shocked how scientific media is. Namuga, that's true. Namulaga model divider funnel, the funnel model. There are people here who have just bumped into this broadcast. In the funnel model, we call them the rented audience. They've just come by. About that time, possibly you saw this. You possibly don't even know me. Maybe someone shared and you're like, let me just dump into this broadcast. And you're here. So chances are you don't know what we talk about, and possibly today it could interest you, but it's not a must that you're going to stay. Then there are those who have been here day in, day out. They'll always be here. They could be 4 or 10. That is my audience. Now, from that own audience, I have to take them further down that they can be in position to see what I see and why I do what I do. So when I do me some more day, learning never stops. Whether it is understanding or not, the pill you must take every day that you're not the monopoly of knowledge. There is something someone will always teach you every day. Even in marketing, the funnel model works a lot. And remember, anyone who gets in the funnel, they go back up. They keep going down. How you monetize that, it's entirely up to you. Keep learning every day. The market trends are changing. New technologies are coming. New business strategies are coming. How grounded are you with the changing tides? Think about it. What you studied, what you're doing, there is a technology that is changing every day. How equipped are you that you're in position to run the race? You know, he said, she said, you're going to lose out here. if you're not always reading the research of your industry every after 6 months or 3 months, you're lagging backwards. You're lagging backwards, trust me. You need to know what are you doing online versus offline that keeps you relevant every day in what you're doing. It could be in academia. You could be in a personal business. There are books that are always coming out as per your industry. There are seminars. You're not there. That means you're not unlearning. And it's not shocking that in the next 5 years you want to be relevant in that industry. And learn and relearn and then run the rest. Something you need to know. So you have to be a sponge of new information. A sponge of new information. I wish I could have a sponge here just to demonstrate it for you. But you understand the sponge, right? If I get any sponge here, she will kill me. But you know what it is, right? Okay. A sponge is dipped in water. Sponge here, no jam. That's the water it has. It keeps dripping and you can see it has water. So to unlearn, get it, squeeze it, what you knew gets out and dip it into a new data point. Get new data. Become a sponge of your industry with information. Because winning and success is a culmination of unlearning and relearning. So the illiterate in our generation are not the one who did not go. The illiterate people who have failed to unlearn at the new illiterate block. Ate banji. Okay. The other one is called the delegation. Okay, we're back. Thanks for staying with me. The delegation pill. Now, with delegation, you won't be in position to do everything by yourself. You're going to require to work with some people. It's going to require you to delegate a couple of people. You're going to come up with systems. The ultimate goal is self-managing whatever you're doing. That this is moving, that is moving, this is racing, and we're actually doing good. Now think in terms of scalable systems. Think of scalable systems. Think of scalable systems. See, I was complaining a lot about how can I do this on YouTube, and at the same time I need to be doing this. I talked to one of the fellas here on Facebook, and I said I want to do this, that I can stream on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok at the same time, and Instagram. And the guy told me there is a software called StreamYard. I'm studying it. The systems need to be scalable, that I don't need again to go and upload it on YouTube. No, when I'm done, I'm done. The system is scalable. That is something you need to understand. But again, so you don't trade the golden handcuffs to be another comfortable prisoner. No. Learn to delegate. I'm going to have that person. And I told you, never ever employ someone who is lesser than you in what they do. Always hire more brilliant people than you. Hire brilliant people than you. They make your work easier because they know more, and their experience and expertise is in what they know best to do. So always hire people who are best than you are. Now, there is something I want to share. It's called the competition appeal. Competition will always be there. You'll always have competitors, possibly with more resources, built more by finding your 1,000 raving fans, finding your 1,000 loyal customers. Twali twogera ne Diamond Platinum. When he was here, I tried to talk to him and his marketing guy. And I told him, how did you raise the 1 billion views on YouTube in less than 3 months? And the guy explained it easily. He said, Andrew, all I needed was 30,000 loyal fans of the artist. Simple and plain. Abantu emitwalo esatu nga bakkiririza mu Diamond Platinum oba ataddeyo ki nga bakyagala, just 30,000. Now those have a ripple effect. They know people, they know other people. It's a contingent of numbers. So with competition, this is always going to come. Becoming a category champion. Nti kino nze nkimanyi, kino nze nkitegeera. In my business, I am an expert in this. I just need only 1,000 people who believe and trust in me that I actually deliver this. That's all I need. Consistently solving their problem will be another issue. Yesterday I was talking to one of my other clients for this quarter. She's in the UK, and she said, I want to be coached for this much. I said, the money you have can last you a week, but how about we spread it into 7 weeks so that every week we have 1 hour. Then you have that week to post and ponder on what we have agreed upon, and then we track the success. And she was like, wow, do you do this to other people? I said, yes. My job is to help you not spend too much, but when you're getting the value for money and you're in position to find your ikigai. Now, the problem was not the money. The problem was with the time. And on my end, nga seetaaga kumuwa kye information overload, because ajja tuuka overthinking and then he's going to blow. But him understanding the times, something unique. So how are you solving those problems? Always see competition as success, because imitation equals to having something worth copying. If no one is copying what you're doing and they're not doing possibly better than you, you're not doing nothing. There is no work done. So what are people copying from you? That is your niche. That is why they are competing with our go galvanize it every other day. That's the power you have. Then the customer is always right. Reason in business, the customers, they'll dictate the demand, the brand reputation, the product evolution, and they're always the priority, not the exception. So customer your job is to onboard them to the new agenda. Allow them to be right, but onboard them to what is coming. Speak to their need, and their need is wrapped in their emotion. Make the sale. Simple as that. It's what we call the humility pill. Humility pill. You'll need to swallow your pride every day. Ogenda kwemanyiza okukakana. Humility. Taking criticism nti buli muntu akunenya sigama ntakwagaliza. You know, we're first to run that they don't wish us good. Take it constructively. That's feedback. Tandika okukkiriza ensobi z'okoze nti wano here I was wrong. Kyakubiri weemanyiiza okusaba obuyambi. Oh, I need help here. Example. The guy who is running our thinking process of Mankev UG, when he thinks things, he bounces them to the graphical designer. The graphical designer, we're back, thank you for staying with me. So the graphical designer bounces it back to him, and then they bounce it to me when it's done. But at times, the initiator of the thinking, angamba nyo, don't interfere the thinking process of that guy. And I don't. Even when I meet this guy, Mwabuza Chechivo blood, and I move, like, I don't interfere with that. You have to humble yourself down sometimes that you don't know stuff. Allow some people around you to help you. Humble yourself and learn. Humble yourself and allow other people to run, because this will make you 10 times better the person you are, and you're going to be 10 times more in execution. So chitagezachi, until when you stop holding on to who you know you are, chances are you're going to become even more bigger than who you are. We have what we call the emotional roller coaster. The highs will be very high and the lows will be very low. There are days when you wake up and you go to work and you feel like you just don't want to work. There are days you wake up and you just feel like everything around you is overwhelming. Even me, I get in that space where I feel like, yo, it's heavy. Believe you me, I've gotten into a moment where I'm overwhelmed. But, you know, supernatural emotional stability is required of all of us every day. What does it mean? You need to find time to journal. There is power in writing. People, learn to write your thoughts. Journaling helps you take away some of your thoughts, because later you'll be in position to map them out. Here I was just emotional, here I was exhausted, here I was fatigued. Learn to journal. Learn to be grateful for what you have at least. Change the frame. Sometimes we just complain, yet we have the power of gratitude. Think about it and run with that. Find some time to meditate. Nakugama in the entire day, always find at least 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes. Sit in one spot alone without your phone to distract you, and think about yourself. Are you progressing or are you stuck? Are you lazy or are you just playing? Are you excited or are you executing? Ebibuuzo oteekwa okubyebuuza nti bwe mbalaabalamu ddiiru ze nfunye ne gigi ze nfunye mu mwaka guno, sente zino zikoze ki nga sirina kyendaga? Ki ekisinga otwala obudde bwange? Start to ask those questions. You'll be in position to see what happens. And as you grow, as your career grows, as your business grows, your role will change. Listen keenly. As you grow, as your career grows, as your business grows, your role will change. This often means less doing and more. Ojja kendeera okuba nga ebimu tokyabikola naye nga omanaging abantu babikola. It either means you to embrace the new responsibility. You delegate until when you do what you love. You will learn to delegate and manage a couple of things. This is what happens when you get to that level. There's sometimes when employees complain. Febosi waffe ku mulimu atuka ssaawa 6 ate n'ava ku ssaawa 9 kyokka ffe tukeera ffe tukola. They don't understand that you've evolved and the business has evolved with time. If the business grows and you don't grow, chances are they will buy the business away from you because now you can't manage it. And if you grow and the business doesn't grow, you will feel bored and you'll sell. Learn to grow concurrently with the two. Nze Andrew Kyamagero nkukiririzaamu nnyo naye baako kyokola. The day is already running. Wandika byogenda okukola. Akasa nti obikola nga tonnalya ekyamisana, because after lunch you get so lazy. Wandika ssente z'ogenda okukozesa leero era kuki. Those two are the biggest resources you have. Time goes with writing what you're going to do. Money helps you to track the resources. Nkukiririzaamu nnyo naye baako kyokola.